So welcome to our Women Empowerment Call. It is the 10th of September. It's exactly 9 o'clock UK time, and we are ready to rock and roll. So let's see where all our ladies are from today. We've got Manchester, we've got Columbus, Ohio. Welcome. We've got Hampton, UK. We've got London, Nairobi, Keeley. Wow, Manchester, Nairobi, London, oh wow, amazing. Somalia, welcome. We've also got Nottingham. So this is literally amazing. We've also got France in the house, which is absolutely fantastic. So a very warm welcome to each and every single one of you, and especially warm welcome if this is your first Women Empowerment Call. A real pleasure to have you here with us tonight. I'm super excited. My name is Mandeep. I'm going to be your host for tonight. And, I am just blown away, with the response that we are getting for these calls, because I remember when I started this journey 3.5 years ago, and I felt, I want something different. I want to be able to do something with my sisters or my mum or, the women around me, because we need to hear from each other. We need to hear the stories. We need that mindset. No, we don't have women talking about spirituality and law of attraction and energy. That's what I feed off anyway. And the results from the last few years have been absolutely phenomenal, because I'm in a very different space now than when I was a few years ago. And a lot of women that have connected with us from around the world, they're in a very different, more positive space than when they first started off. So today we're actually going to be talking about the 5 senses. And I do appreciate, I've probably covered this before, but it's actually not what you probably think. Okay, because our 5 senses, when we generally say 5 senses, we think of, taste, touch, smell, hearing, and sight. But I am not here to talk about the 5 physical senses tonight. Okay, so today was a real treat, because what we're going to be talking about today is actually the 5 senses of the soul. So I really hope that you're in a quiet place and you're going to be taking notes on this, because this is something that can really help us move forward. I mean, maybe you're someone who's feeling a little bit stuck, or you want to achieve something, maybe in a relationship, or your health, for example. It could be money wise, whatever it is, any area of your life. When we apply something like this, it really makes a difference. It really does. And this information, it's all about the right information. If you're connected with the right people, it's only the right people that can give you the right information. And this information tonight, it's going to be sensational. It will blow your mind. It blew my mind when I heard it, and I thought, I want to talk to the ladies all about this. So at the top of your notepads, I want you to write down the 5 senses of the soul, the 5 senses of the soul, and they are as follows. Number 1 is your mind. So I want you to put 5 senses of the soul. Number 1, mind. Number 2 is will. So you've got mind, you've got will. Number 3 is emotions. Emotions. Number 4 is imagination. And number 5 is will. Your will. No, we've already done that. It's intellect. Ignore me. Sorry, going a bit too fast there. So you got mind, will, emotions, imagination, and intellect. So once you've done that, I want you to put number 5 in the chat box. So I know you're with me. I know you're ready. Once you've written all 5 of those down, just give me a number 5, and then I know. But what we're going to be doing is talking through each and every single one of these senses, because they're so important. It is so important that, when we're going to achieve something, ladies, that we don't just say it. Of course, speaking our goal into existence is very important, because whatever you're speaking, you are prophesizing. Always remember this point. Whatever is coming out of your mouth, you are prophesizing. But we're going to be going through each of these senses, and the most important one that I want to start off with is the mind. Okay, your mind, our mind, is the soil. Okay, we're going to liken this to a garden tonight. Our mind is like the soil. So what you say is very important. You're probably thinking, you're talking about mind as a soil. What we say is important. So how do I connect the dots? Let me help you out. What you say is really important. Your words, ladies, are the seeds. Your words are the seeds. Your mind is the soil. My question to you is what are you planting every day? What are you planting every day in your mind? Because look, they're the seeds. The words that you're speaking right here, right now, they're the seeds. Your words are so powerful beyond measure. Very, 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 very powerful. So what is coming out of your mouth every day? You see, the crazy thing is that as humans, we have a tendency to see things as they are, not as they can be. We tend to look at something physically and say, right, this is the work, this is the platform, or this is my health, and I'm not sure what can happen. This is the medical report. It's physically here in front of my face, and I can't believe this is happening. Or this is my business, and I'm struggling. My finance is not great. Where's the money going to come from for the next bill? How are we going to pay for this? The car payment is due. Where is the money going to come from? And I'm here to challenge you tonight to say, flip it on its head and say, do you know what? I understand that's due. I understand this is a little tricky right now, but I know God has better things planned. I know the universe has got better things in my future. I know victory will be mine. You've got to write down these affirmations, ladies. I know I'm a winner and I'm going to get through this no matter what. Now, do you see how more relaxed those few sentences were than the first few that I said? They're stressful, they're upsetting, the energy wasn't quite right there. But when we switched it to positive affirmations, it was like, actually, I can get through this. Maybe you're looking at an opportunity and someone says to you, boo, this doesn't look right. Is it a scam? Is it something? And you're allowing their words to feed the soil. And it means that opportunity gets taken away from you because you listen to them, not your mentor. You listen to them, not your inner self. You give your future in the hands of someone else because someone else is feeding you with their words, not your inner peace. Your mind is that, this is how you got to look at it. Your mind is a garden. What are you planting in your garden every day? What does it look like? If I came into your garden right now, would I see it's a mess and say, right, girl, you got a lot of cleaning up to do? Or would I say, oh my God, this is beautiful. This is like home. This is lovely. You can always tell by the way someone is, their personality, their everything, by their energy and the way they speak, the way they make you feel, more importantly. Because when you have a date with a girlfriend and you get together, or maybe it's someone in your family, your children, your daughters, your sisters, your mother, whoever it is, they will have a certain energy about them. And when that energy is transferred to you, you'll either feel fantastic and on top of the world and like a proper lady boss, or you'll feel pretty low. Because in the hour you were with them, were you gossiping about his or her shoes or their relationship? Were you gossiping about the fact that, oh, their wedding was this and that didn't quite happen? Oh, did you know he's seeing her and she's seeing him and that's happening? What was that conversation in the last hour? Was it a very good conversation, or was it a negative conversation that added no value to your future? Because look, they're the words going into your mind. Your mind is the soil. The words, the words, the words. One of the purposes of these calls, or in fact, one of the main purposes of these calls, ladies, is to really raise all of our awareness. It's to raise we need to know this. We need to understand this information. It's so important for us to get to the next level and to become a success. So we've got to really understand what we're dealing with here. You're not going to have these conversations at work, by the way. I can tell you that right now. You know, if you're working for in healthcare, social care, engineering, medicine, hospitality, whatever your industry is, you're not going to be having these kind of conversations in the hot seat at work, because they're just going to say to you, do your work, clock in, clock out, job done, see you tomorrow. Because that's how 95% of the people are. Sometimes this information is pretty heavy to handle for some people. They just think it's gibberish. They don't understand it. They can't hack it. They think it's not possible. I'm the victim, Mandy. I can't control my future because, you know, the government did this, and then my parents did that, and my partner won't let me do this. My kids said this can't work. So they're right. They're only 12 and 16, and, you know, they're a lot younger than me, obviously, but they know better. Do they? You're putting your future in a 16-year-old's hands? Come on. You're better than that. What are you saying to yourself on a daily basis? Like, what are the words that are being, you know, put inside your brain every day? This is why, ladies, you got to be around the right people, because the right people will inspire you. They will lift you. They will help you. They will motivate you. I tell you one thing about me. If I was not around the right people on day one, I would not be doing these women empowerment calls. No way. I wouldn't have a channel. I wouldn't be on Instagram. I wouldn't be on LinkedIn. I wouldn't be on Facebook. I wouldn't be on YouTube. I wouldn't have the courage to sit in front of you today to share my story, share my confidence, and help inspire you for a better you. Because I didn't think I could do this. But the people around me gave me the confidence to say a little bit more. Keep pushing yourself. You are strong. You are victorious. You are the best. You're a winner. You are lucky. You are blessed. You are fortunate. And I thought, actually, that sounds good. I'm going to write these affirmations down. And I started writing them down. And I've been speaking victory over my life ever since. This is why I'm associated with a gratitude journal, because that's one of the main things that I talk about. The first words that go into your mind in the morning, what are they? What are the first words that you plant in your garden in the morning? You've literally just got out of bed. So are you saying, thank you for a wonderful sleep. Thank you for another blessed day. I'm so happy and grateful that great things are happening to me. I'm a magnet for miracles. I know this is going to be an exciting, productive day. I know I'm going to meet the right people. I know the best situations, circumstances, events, and people are going to come my way. I don't know how, but I know they will. I know victory's mine. I know I'm a winner. I know I have it all. I know I'm an inspiration to other people. I know I'm a great public speaker. I know these are just examples of affirmations. To what are you planting in your mind every day? You see, sometimes, and ladies, let's get real here. Sometimes you might have had a fight with someone the night before, and that's playing on your mind, and you're thinking, oh, this is frustrating. I can't believe him. I can't believe her. This is crazy. She shouldn't have said this. She shouldn't have said that. But that's being planted in your garden. You wouldn't plant, okay, let me put it this way. Once you've cut your veg and made your, you know, dinner or lunch or whatever, you wouldn't throw the rubbish in the garden, would you? So why do you do it in your mind? You wouldn't throw your trash in your front lawn because you want it to keep it clean and pristine and nice. You want it to look good. So why would you litter your mind? Why are we littering our minds with the bad stuff? We don't need that. You don't need to be, there's no clause in your life that says thou shalt stay listening and speaking to this individual. There is no clause in your life that tells you to do that. You have the right to be able to take your energy away from someone who is no longer serving you. You don't owe yourself to anyone. You don't need to answer to anyone because you are you and you're cultivating the best garden. And for the mothers on the call, the children are always listening to what is being said. So what are you saying? What words are you planting in their garden? And it applies to the daughter-in-laws, the sisters, every single woman on this call. It applies to all of us. And this is why I'm so careful. Like sometimes I even double think when I say something, because I'm like, oh no, sorry, cancel, because I'm aware of what I'm saying. So it's all about having, you've got fertile soil in your mind. God gave you this gift to be able to think. You know, we're the only species on the planet that has the ability to change the direction of our life. But most people live their life like normal animals. They'll just go, you know, north to south and east to west. And you know how the birds and the animals and whatever, they'll all hibernate somewhere for the winter and then they'll come back out, they'll store food. That's how most humans are. They just go, they're just literally like robots like this. But as humans, if we have the opportunity to change the course of our life, then why not? With our words, with our thinking, with our look at all these emotions, look at all these emotions of the soul, the senses of the soul, the will, the emotions, the imagination. Why not to use them to our advantage? So I'm here to say to you, your mind is like a GPS. You have to put in the destination. Your mind, not my mind, not your friend's mind, not your mum's, not anyone else. This is your mind. So you've got to put in the destination. If you want to be wealthy, and that's the destiny, you got to give your mind the command, I am wealthy, I am great, abundance comes to me, riches flow to me, I am the best. You want to look good, you want to feel good, my body's healthy, my body's amazing. I am getting all the vitamins and minerals that I need. I'm very confident in myself. I feel confident, I look great, people admire me, people compliment me. By the way, I'm not saying this about myself. I'm just saying these are examples of affirmations that you can use to help you to go to where you need to. Words are so important to help you to get to where you want. But people use their words and mind against them. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So they look at a situation and think, oh my God, the bills, and then, oh my God, I've got a nursery, and then, oh God, I've got this unexpected bill of the car, the tires need doing, oh my God, I've got a parking ticket, oh my God, this is, oh my God. And literally they work themselves up so much, and guess what's happening in the background? The universe is listening and saying, wow, you clearly love that, so let's give you more grief and more things to be upset about. That's basically what it says in the Law of Attraction movie, The Secret. So there's no pause and there's no stop, because this energy field is ongoing 24/7. Whether you like it or not, or you believe it or not, it still exists. It's like gravity. Nobody can say, oh, gravity doesn't exist. Whether you believe in it or not, it exists. Whether you believe in law of attraction or not, it exists. Well, you've got to decide which way this is going to turn. Is it for the good or for the bad? Is it for the positive or for the negative? Are you going to use it to your advantage or not? Be careful what you are saying, even if, and I appreciate there are probably, you know, women on this call, or, you know, there's something in our lives that we're thinking, I'm really not happy about this situation. Fine. I completely respect that. But how about we change the way you look at the situation, you perceive the situation? I know this is going on right now, but I know better things are coming to me. I know victory will be mine. That's probably one of my favorite ones, because you're always speaking in that victorious state. So remember, your garden needs to look great, because people can see that and feel that when they speak to you. You want to be the person, you want to be the women that that other women are inspired by, that people love to be around. If you met you tomorrow for a cup of coffee, would you be proud to hang out with you, is my question. Would you be like, wow, she is on fire, like she looks great, her energy is amazing, I need to be around this woman? Or would you think, if I met me, I'd be just, we need to do a rain check, like something needs to change here. So you really gotta understand this, ladies. What are you feeding your mind every day? And by the way, this is not a one-time gig. You got to do this every day. Now, of course, it's not going to be easy, Otherwise, everybody would be abundant and fulfilled and happy and grateful and all the rest of it, happy emotions. Because at the end of the day, we are human and things are going to get in the way, or sometimes we're not going to follow suit, but it's fine. But like I said at the beginning of the call, this is to raise your awareness that when you are looking at a situation, respond, don't react. Look at what's going on, acknowledge it, but feel that, do you know what? I know greater things are coming. And I know I can do this, and I know I'll get through this. So number one, we've spent quite a lot of time on it, but the first emotion of that soul, which is the mind, is so important, because the mind is the GPS. This is where we're going to plan. This is the foundation of everything. We cannot build on a weak foundation. It doesn't work that way. If you're someone who wants to get really healthy, you've got to believe it in your core that you are already there. You're already a healthy being. If you want to look a certain way, a certain shape, you've got to start believing you're going to get there before you go there. It's like with any goal. You have to go there before you get there. You have to go there here before you get there. I had to go here, handing in my resignation to my boss before it happened. But because I pictured it several times here, and by the way, I loved it. I wrote it out. I made it really real. Dear Phil, thank you so much for the opportunity. But, you know, and the whole letter was written, and I kept imagining handing in, handing in, handing in, handing in. And then one day I handed it in, and then that was it. Everything was different. It was such a great feeling to be able to have that freedom. You know, a lot of people talk about financial freedom. So what are you saying to get there? I want financial freedom. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to live in a bigger house. I want to be able to change my car. Well, are you speaking those things? Because you can't expect things and not do the work. We can't expect the best health, but then eat curry. We can't expect, you know, muscles, but then, you know, go to the gym once a week. We can't expect abundance, but then speak lack. You can't be doing this. Do you understand what I'm saying? You've got to be level. Okay, I want this, so I've got to row with both oars. That's what it's about. Are you rowing with both oars, or is it just one oar that you're rowing with, and you're thinking, well, I can get there, but then the other row is just still. You're not speaking the right things. You're not in the right frame of mind. The emotions are not there, so you're just still. You cannot row a boat with one oar. It has to be both. Mind, soil, words, seeds. Start planting good seeds. Start planting what you want to see. You don't eat the fruit the day you plant the seed. Let me repeat that again. You do not eat the fruit the day you plant the seed. Whatever you are eating today is a result of your words, actions, emotions over the last few days, over the last few weeks, over the last few months and years. You are eating the fruit today. If it's bad fruit, I am sorry to hear that. You got to start changing what you're planting. If it's good fruit, enjoy it. Nice and sweet. It's going to be good. You're going to love it. You're going to be smiling a lot. Your energy is going to be through the roof because you planted the right things. Well done, you. You will eat the fruit of today in the next few months. And you'll eat the fruit of the next few months in 2022. So you have got to really understand this point that we've got to plant the right things. We have to plant the right things, and it takes patience. Success doesn't happen overnight. You're not going to get a great body and fantastic relationships and, you know, the wealth coming to you all in 1 month. It doesn't work that way. So have that patience. Understand that this is a process. One of my favorite affirmations is, I am in complete and positive alignment with my goal. My frequency, alignment, vibration, and positivity is all aligned. Hang on a second, let me repeat that. My vibration and frequency is in complete alignment with my goal. My vibration and frequency is in complete alignment with my goal. I'm completely aligned. So I know where I'm going to go. So you've got to keep repeating what you want to see, because that's so powerful. So when people speak to you, they should feel like, wow, give me more, give me more. I'm loving this. I love that. I need more of this. I need more of this, because they want to hear it from you. So step number one, or emotion number one, is your mind. That's so important. So what do we got next? We got your will. Number two is your will. That's what you wrote down on your paper. So how strong is your will? Is it that you're on a high the first day, you've heard a motivational video, you've heard from a mentor, you're ready to go? and the next day someone says boo to you, they something happens, do you feel low? Does that detract you from your goal? Or is your will strong to say, I had a challenge, but I'm still going? Most challenges, ladies, are going to come in the form of people. Most challenges in your life, as and when they come in, will be connected or be in the form of people. Learn to understand people. Learn to have a very strong will of what you want against the negative people. Because some people are not going to believe in you. Some people are going to not support you in your goals and your dreams. Some people just might not be there and say, this is not something that, that you should be doing. But you've got to train your mind and be disciplined that no matter what, you're not going to detract from what you want. This is not about your in-laws. This is not about your family. This is not about your auntie or someone else. It's not about anyone. This is about you and you only. You've got to train your mind that my will is that strong that I can come up against anything. God would not put you in a situation that you can't handle. He puts us in situations to test our capacity, to test our will. And it's up to us to understand, are we gonna nag and scream through it, or are we gonna press through it? You don't need to push through challenges. You can press through them. Look at the difference in language. Push indicates negativity, frustration, resistance. Press is, I can get through it. Do you see the difference in language? Again, words. Do you see the difference? And the emotion is so different. Push is like, press is, it's okay. I can get through it. So your will, ladies, our will is so important, because no matter what, we got to will and want our goal. If you have a goal, a burning desire, you got to really want it to get there, because the universe responds to these emotions of the soul, not negativity. Actually, it does respond to negativity, which is not what we want, but it's the fact that it's our will to say we are going to be persistent. Because you might be planting the right seeds and you're doing all the affirmations and it's all going well, but you're still going to get challenges. Why? Because that's part of life. So it's your will to say, I will this, I want this, and that's it. No one is going to get in my way, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do it on my own will, not on someone else's. Number three, we had emotions. Emotions play a big part in our success and failure, a massive, massive part. And this is basically a state of feeling. Emotions are a state of feeling. So how do you feel throughout the day? In fact, why don't you do one thing for yourselves, ladies? Why don't you write down on your notepad on a scale of 0 to 10 what your emotions were like today? Feel free to share it in the chat box. 0 being, I had such a bad day. Oh my God, Mandy. And 10 being, you know what? Brilliant day. I had a cracking day, met great people, shared great ideas. I feel fantastic. My energy's through the roof. So I want to hear the chat box. I want to just read what's going on here. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ooh, we've got some 10s, we've got some 8s, we've got a 4. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So see, look, we've got different emotions. And why don't you start recording how you feel on a daily basis? At the end of the day, do a check-in with yourself. Not with someone else. Don't check in with how someone else thought you did. This is about your evaluation of you. So I've got some 6s here, 5, 6, 7, 8, another 8. Okay, I had a brilliant day. Well, no, that's fantastic. That's really good. Wow, amazing. So look, if you do that on a daily basis, again, now you're raising your level of awareness of where are you? You should be having 8, 9, 10s. If you are currently on this call and you're not having an 8, 9, or 10 day, why? I'm not asking you to respond in the chat box, by the way, because some of it might be quite personal, but what is stopping you from having a better day? It might be people, it might be a situation in work, there might be something going on, but you can still control it. Why? Because you have this. This is your power. There's a phrase that goes, you are your own power and no one can take that away from you. And it's so true. because no one is you. No one is you, and that's your power. I don't have what you have. You don't have what I have. In each other, we don't have what each other has. That's what makes us so unique. So your emotions are going to dictate your success or failure. So how does that work? Well, if you're constantly negative, you're going to find it quite tough. Whatever journey you're going on, relationship, finance, health, community work, helping someone do something, whatever it is, you're going to find it tough with the negative emotions. If we have the positive emotions, if we have the positive emotions, that's what's going to help. But how do we get the positive emotions? Start speaking. Trust me, this works. Start speaking what you want to see. In the beginning, it might feel like, oh my God, this is so weird. I'm sitting here in my room and I'm saying I'm happy and grateful. But you've got to really do all these exercises, by the way, they have to be done with emotion. If you just speak them, if I sat here and said, I have victory in my life and, I'm having a great day, it's not the same. Come on, ladies, it's not the same. But if I speak like the way I speak, I have victory of my life. I have the best health. I have the best home. I have a portfolio of how I travel the world. I'm a sensation. I have everything. I'm so blessed. Like I am actually so lucky. I'm a magnet for miracles. Everything that's happening in my life is amazing. If you speak like that every day with emotion, guess who's listening? Whether you call it God, whether you call it universe, energy, spirit, the power is listening. And so that's going to respond to your emotions. So what is it that you want? How emotional are you towards your goals? Positively charged, not negatively. Do you really believe in your goal, or do you look at it with frustration because it's not happened yet and you're thinking, oh my God, I've wanted this for so long. Why is it not happening? Well, what are you saying? You've got to keep, and this is why this kind of journey of success and whatever you're doing can be tough, because a lot of people fall off the bandwagon. It's too hard. It takes patience, but not everybody succeeds, because it takes a lot of habit. It's a habitual behavior every day. Every single person on this call brushes their teeth every day. Every single person has a shower. Every single person eats. You don't eat once a day. Well, maybe you might, but maybe you eat 2-3 times a day, but you definitely don't eat once a month or once a year. So with your emotions and your words and your will, are you exercising those positively every single day? Because just like you're feeding your body with the good food or the not so good food, you've got to feed your mind with the good stuff. This has to be fed, and your soul has to be fed with the right emotions. So this is the real crux of it, that we've got to get really real with this lady. If we want to get somewhere, we got to go there before we get there. Number 4. What is number 4? Imagination. I love this one. And you love this one, because we've done exercises like this before, where we get to exercise our imagination. And that's where we are looking at our desired life with our internal eyes. Not the external eyes, but the internal eyes. What do you see in your future? I think on some of my other women empowerment videos, I've done an exercise where I'll get you all to close your eyes, and I'll put some music on, and it is so powerful. Oh my God, the response was crazy. I'm not sure we're going to have time to do that today, but do you really use your imagination to see your future and to really see yourself in a better place? Because you can get there quicker by using this. It doesn't make sense for someone to be working in a job for nearly a decade and then to come out of that and just be having every day living like a Sunday, which is what has happened. That's what happened to me every day. I genuinely thought that I'm going to work till I'm 68, and you know what? Wealth is for the elite and for the special people, and I'm just going to be the average Joe girl, and I guess I'll just work and save for my retirement. And then someone came up to me and said, hello, no, you're not doing that. You're not cut out for an ordinary life. You are cut out for extraordinary things. Let's work together. Let's change it up a little. Let's spice things up. Let's do things. And these were the mentors. You all should have a mentor as well that you look up to, that really fires you up and says, stop looking at the norm. Use your imagination to create the life that you want. You see, the norm is go to work, get a wage, go to work, get a wage, go on 2 holidays a year, but then go to work and earn, and go to work and earn, and then go on another 2 holidays, and go when it's the summer or the Easter, when the prices are, crazy high because the airlines or whoever's trying to take, the companies are trying to take advantage because it's school holidays, the beaches are crowded, the hotels are busy, and it's insane because you're going when everyone else is going. But why don't you plan with your imagination going on a cruise or a holiday or treating out your mum or going on a nice lunch when it's a Tuesday, when it's a weekday? Why don't you take off 5 days on your time because you choose to? Why don't you imagine that? Why don't you imagine sitting at the beach giving a women empowerment call? That's what I'm doing right now. Right? Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is just crazy. Where are you right now? Use your imagination to get you to use your imagination to get you where you want. It is so powerful. I'm just trying to lighten things up, ladies. This is a virtual background, you know it, but you understand what I'm saying. You gotta go there before you get there. So use your imagination to project. If you're aiming for a certain wealth goal, or for example, in this business, some ladies are trying to aim for a certain money goal or a certain position in the business because they're trying to build towards that. So imagine, I always use the get on the stage example. So if your name is being called on stage and you're behind the curtain and you're about to go on stage, what is it that music is going to be playing? Who's in the crowd watching you? What are you wearing? Your lipstick, your makeup, your eyebrows, your blusher, your bronzer, your necklace. What dress or pair of jeans or jacket or shoes are you wearing? How do your nails look? What kind of perfume do you have on you? How do you feel? Because the more that you exercise that emotion, the better you're going to feel. This has happened to me so many times over the years, going on stage in front of 1,000 people, sweating behind the curtain, but it's all, good, positive feelings, butterflies in my stomach, and having the mic in front of me and I'm about to speak and my voice is a bit dry, but I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy, and giving my testimony. What is your testimony? When you walk up on that stage in 6 months' time or in 4 months' time, and you are being recognized for a certain goal, what are you going to say? How are you going to look? What music is playing? You've got to imagine your goal several times. In the morning, in the evening, maybe even during the day, but you've got to imagine it, and you'll find that the more that you imagine it, the more you'll start to smile, you'll start to feel good, and you'll be like, oh my God, this is great. You have to do that for 2-3 minutes a day. And I'm telling you, I would like to hear the testimonials from you. Magic will start to happen. Magic will start to happen in your life. You'll say, oh, that person popped up from nowhere and they're gonna come into my business, or this personal trainer, she's offering some sort of trial, or there's something going on out there which I feel I should take advantage of, and things are coming in my direction, because they genuinely will. So you've got mind, you've got will, you've got emotions, you've got imagination, and then you've got intellect. Intellect is the last sense or emotion of the soul. And intellect is your ability to reason. Your ability to reason, to be able to say, do you know what? I can handle this. If there's something negative in your life happening right now, or a situation or whatever it is, see it as a small challenge, because it's not going to matter in 6 months. Always look at the bigger picture. If there is something going on in your life right now and you're not too keen on it, look at it in the bigger picture. Is it going to matter in 4 months, 6 months, 1 year from now? If not, reason with it and say, you know what, it's okay. I acknowledge it and it's going to be absolutely fine, because I am great and I'm speaking victory over my life. At the beginning of this call, ladies, I spoke about prophesizing your future. No one else prophesies your future apart from you. Do not be the people who are like corks You know, the bottle cork that are floating on the water? Don't be one of those people, because that's what most of the population are. They are literally just, they are nowhere. They have no goals, no direction. And just like the cork, they are directionless and just waiting for the sea to take them somewhere to a destination. But they're not driven. They are not in charge of their ship because they've lost it. They don't know what they're doing and what they're going. So write down your goals, write down your affirmations, and exercise these 5 emotions of the soul, because it is going to be amazing. When you look back at your life, in the next 1 month, 6 weeks, 4 months, 1 year, you're going to think, oh my God, everything's changing. I don't know how this stuff works, but everything is changing. You will notice when you start doing one positive thing, it sets off a chain reaction. You will get in touch with the right people, the right women, the right men, the right circumstances, situations, people, and events will start coming your way to help you to create the life that you desire. Because we are on here for a purpose, for a passion, for a reason. Ladies, I really hope you enjoyed that. I've thoroughly enjoyed delivering this call. I absolutely love our women empowerment calls. We will have another one in the next 2 weeks. So if I have a look at my diary, I will be able to give you the date right now. And that date is going to be the 24th of September. So definitely get on it. It is going to be amazing. Love to you all. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you.